Hi everybody and welcome to our September VANOTHER collective video, vlog, whatever it is.
Thing.
This is Helen, I'm not.
That's John, I'm not.
There we go. That joke's getting old now, a bit like us. This month's vlog is about 3 camper van meals. And we're pretty certain we've done this before. So we're improvising. It's supposed to be in a style of Ready Steady Cook, and I've never watched that, so I don't know what style it is, so you're getting it in my style. And because we've already done meals, today we're going to make jam because we've got a ton of fruit in the freezer.
So nothing to do with meals and nothing to do with what you can do in the camper van.
No, but
we're going off-piste.
We are going off-piste and we've run out of gas at home. So we're going to simulate being in the camper van by doing it on a portable induction hob.
So we could do it in the camper van.
So we could do it in the camper van, but it's
pouring
pouring with rain. And it's horrible. So we're not. We're doing it in here because it's dry. So here we go. We're going to make jams, jellies, stuff with sugar and fruit, basically. And that you can eat.
So you join us now as John is trying to work out how to use my scales.
Yeah, well, you've given us something that makes it impossible to read the scales because it's too damn big. So,
Plan B.
Plan B. Plan B. Put a smaller thing on that we can zero it. Right, we have 3.2 kilos.
Cool.
That's going to make a lot of jam.
It's going to make a lot of something. Right, make a note and then we'll debag it.
Okay, I've made a note in my brain.
Okay, so now you need to debag it into the pan.
I can do that.
Is... oh no, it's got juice in it. Come on.
It's juice.
So what's those ones?
These are black currants. So we have black currants. It's going to be very, very fruity, not a single fruity.
Multi-fruits.
Multi-fruit. Get out. More black currants. Ooh, favourites. Very squishy raspberries. Oh, the raspberry juice is in the bag. Can't be right. Black currants. No, blackberries.
No blackberries.
Look at this. This looks delicious. Blackberries. Oh, more black currants. It's almost like we're making Ribena. Flamboyants. Because I couldn't remember the English word. Blackberries. Ooh. This just looks like a melange. Red fruits. And more blackberries.
So next, we're going to put it on the induction and heat it, but don't let it come to the boil. So really slow heat with a dash of water.
Dashed.
And then that will soften it, but don't let it heat. So it should only take a few minutes.
The real chef is now helping all this fruit on its way and turning it into
juice.
Squishy. It's starting to go juicy. Not quite ready. We have added some water, so just a little bit, and yeah, I don't know. It looks red. Sure, this will work.
Yep, we are sacrificing a tea towel. We put the tea towel in a sieve in a pan that's tall enough to put it in, and then we ladle
Arse.
the fruit mixture in.
You know this is going to get messy, right?
It always gets messy. Would you like an apron so you don't completely ruin your t-shirt?
Nah, I'll ruin my t-shirt, you know me.
You will ruin the t-shirt, and as it's one of your only decent ones. Oh, quite a bit left. Quite a lot. I think we're making quite a lot. Okay, so that needs to just sit.
This is the result of our joint effort. There's a lot in there because it's a big, I don't know if you can see, it's a big pot. So we've got all that we've juiced. Put the lid on there. And if I wander over here, you'll see we've created a jury rig of a light stand that goes up there, that is just draining off the very last of the juices, and we'll throw that in probably tomorrow, mix it all up and make some cool stuff with it. Don't know what stuff. What stuff are we going to make, Helen?
Jelly sweets.
Jelly sweets.
Jelly jam.
Jelly jam, jam, stuff, things. Maybe throw some chilli in one and make a hot thing as well. Anyway.
I'm going to attempt to make jellies with a recipe that I kind of found on YouTube.
That's cool.
I don't know if it'll work.
So we'll do jellies and jams and stuff.
250 milliliter things of juice and 3 tablespoons of powdered gelatine, and that's all you need to do. But I've added a little bit of water as well because it's a bit thick.
What about sugar? It's going to be really sharp.
And I'm about to add some sugar because you said it'd be really sharp. So that's a deviation from the recipe, so I have no idea how much to add.
I would add some sugar.
I'm going to add a couple.
And have you added all the gelatine
yet?
yet?
As well in there.
Oh, right.
So you let the gelatine sit on top for about 5 minutes because that makes it bloom apparently.
Oh, there you go.
Right. So I've added 3 things of sugar and we'll see how sweet that makes it. I don't want it too sweet.
When I read said boil it because you've got to make the pectin work, otherwise it won't set.
It hasn't got pectin in it, it's got gelatine in it.
It's got a shed load of pectin in it. You've got the most pectinished up fruit in there that you can find.
I'm not boiling it, but I am dissolving the sugar.
Okay, it's a gummy bear recipe in a square tin, so it's going to be a gummy sheet, which will more than certainly be cut into squares and may or may not be covered in sugar. Next up, we're going to try and make some jelly.
Jelly jam.
Jelly jam. But we need to know how much we've got. 5. And I reckon these are roughly a cup. Do the American measuring.
Probably.
500 millilitres of sugar. It's special sugar for jellies, which means it's ready in 5 minutes according to this. And it says you just put a kilo in and you throw the sugar in and you do all that stuff anyway. But we're not doing that, we're doing something completely different.
Never want to follow a recipe.
What was the point in that? Why follow when you can lead?
How much are you putting in?
500 millilitres, whatever that is in grams.
500 grams.
It's an awful lot of sugar.
It is.
Right. To the stove.
Lemon juice?
Ah, yeah. How much? Some. 1 dessert spoon of lemon juice per cup of juice. Well, that was roughly a cup, so we'll have 4 dessert spoons. Teaspoon. Tablespoon. You haven't got a dessert spoon.
Don't go too much.
This is mixed water.
That's mixed with pectin.
It is, but that's not 5 dessert spoons of whatever.
We use a sugar thermometer for jam. Whatever the recipe says.
We've got jars. I don't know how many we need, so I'll do them all.
So what are you doing with the jars?
Sterilising them.
And how are you sterilising them?
Magic.
You're rubbish.
I am going to apply a liberal amount of what people in the olden days would have called magic and we call science. Just going to make it bloody hot and kill all of the bugs in there. Science, boiling hot water, killing any bugs.
So it's quite hot actually, so I have to turn it down a bit, otherwise I will burn myself. Because this at the end of the day is boiling sugar, which is very hot. to take the scum off, you just take the bit around the edge and put it in your bowl.
Okay, I'm taking over on de-scumming duties.
So basically you just take the very top bit off, I don't know if you can see.
Bloody hot. I think you're better at this than I am.
Of course I am. I'm better at everything.
A-team's back on the job now. It's pointless getting me doing this. Ooh. It's not quite hot enough yet.
Nearly there.
It's nearly jammy. It's bubbling like a geyser, so I'll put the lid on. Otherwise, I will be wearing most of what's in there, I think.
This is a jam funnel.
Oh, that's an improvement.
Because it has
Put it back, put it back!
a big hole for putting the jam in. And we fill it almost to the top. Yeah. And then we'll turn it upside down in a minute.
Lovely, lovely jammy jelly.
Right, so John's job now is to tighten them. Don't need to worry about it being too tight. Just need to put it on.
I need to put it on
Tight.
so it won't come off though.
Yeah, and then turn it the wrong way up. And then when it cools down, it will form a vacuum.
There we go. Probably could have got that bit in that one.
You can't test it if you've put it all in a jar.
Very, very true. Brioche roll?
Done. Okay, so the only thing we have to test it with is brioche, because it's Sunday and we're not organised.
That's really good. Okay, update. I am about to rescue Helen's pâte de fruits. They didn't work. It was a rubbish recipe, and we both think now that it did need boiling, even though the recipe said don't boil it. It's fairly clear that hasn't worked. And on top of that, it's just too tart. So we've got 350 grams of product, for want of a word. It's already got stuff in it, such as gelatin, so we don't know. So I'm just going to put 100 grams of sugar in, which is about a third of its weight, pectin sugar. And we'll whiz it up and see what we get. Slowly, slowly stirry, mix in the sugar. Unlike last time, I'm going to bring it to a raging boil, 107 degrees. This will be 110 for jam, 108. Ironically, I think this one's burned. It smells pretty grim. So after all that lot, it may not even have been saved. So we'll let it cool down, see what happens, and probably throw it in the bin. Thank you for watching this month's chaotic cooking, ready, steady, cook, VANOTHER collective video.
So nothing to do with Ready Steady Cook.
Well, it was
nothing
chaotic.
to do with camper van meals. Everything to do with chaos and trash in my kitchen.
I googled Ready Steady Cook. It's supposed to be entertaining and a little bit chaotic.
It was definitely a little bit chaotic.
I'm not sure we hit the entertaining bit, but we definitely hit the chaotic bit.
We hit all sorts of things. But the kitchen has been cleaned, thank you. We have 2 jars of jam, and which taste delicious.
Which taste delicious. 1 jar of might turn into pâte de fruits, but probably is burned, and definitely failed the first time, and probably failed twice.
But we've got some stuff left over, so we'll have another go at some point.
We got loads of the juice that we made left. So, guys, thanks for watching. It's been utterly bonkers, I'm sure.
Hope we're not
It's
bored
been
you too
completely
much.
barking mad for us
I think
over the last 2 days.
I think we might start a cookery show on how not to do cookery.
Yeah. If you want to learn to cook, do everything we don't. Anyhow, thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and liking, subscribing and dinging the bell and
what bell?
All of that stuff. I don't know. It's what it says.
Okay.
Anyhow, thank you very much, and we'll see you next month.
Bye.
Bye.